Socrates said that voting in an election is a skill, not a random institution. Like any other skill, it needs to be taught systematically to people. So letting the people to vote without education is irresponsible as putting them in charge. Then, how choosing a candidate running for a public office can be done by a common people, not a specialist. Just like Socrates said, uneducated people who doesn't have a specialization in politics could be easily manipulated and misled. Similarly to former judge of international court Miriam Defensor Santiago says, those who are not educated for voting are choosing from those who are not educated for serving. In a current situation, the election will be on 2022 here in the Philippines for executive and legislative branches of the government. The scenario could be many people vote for that candidate because he or she just won. And if you ask why, there's no reason behind it. They just want to vote without unified thinking if that person will be able to serve us right. And I don't think we common people should do the voting because, yes, we don't have much knowledge about government things. So it should be the specialist.
The modern society has been established on democratic ideals where every person has a issue in the government through a vote that determines the ruling party. And according to Socrates, voting in an election is a skill, and any other skill, only those who have been systematically taught should have the right to vote. But without properly educating them is like putting them in a charge of a ship in a storm. And that idea of Socrates wasn't favorable for some corrupt leaders because how would they fool the person if the fool becomes wise? So in the end, they might give a wrong decision that can make a great country lay down to its feet.
Socrates believed that democracy was a flawed system. Here in the Philippines, we are a democratic country. Everyone have the right to vote and be voted. It doesn't require a specific standard. We should have a law that sets a standard before a person candidate. Being a leader is not just about the popularity, it's about the capability to lead the country to better future. For example, Pacquiao. He is a good boxer, but I doubt he would be a good leader. Socrates was right. It will left the state in the hands of unenlightened people. Then, they fail your expectation, you will throw hate comments to them. But you are the one who voted them. So think wisely.
Socrates is arguing that voting in election is a talent, not a gut feeling, and like any other skill, it must be taught to people in a systematic manner. Based on survey, Manny Pacquiao has a high of percentage to become a president. This is from the survey, and many senators convinced Pacquiao to run. And example, Manny Pacquiao ran for president. This is question is for the people who favored to Manny to become a president. And why you choose Manny to become president? Because of his popularity? Because of his famous? Rich man? We all know that Manny is a boxing legend and he knows nothing about government to run a country. Most of it he knows more about boxing. Then why? Why you choose Manny to run? We have completely forgotten Socrates' important cautions against democracy. We've always thought of democracy as an unmistakable ideal rather than a process that is only as good as the education system that surrounds it. As a result, we chose a non-skilled leader rather than being knowledgeable and skilled in the field of government.
Socrates appeared in a life in question. If he were sent out on a journey, who would he want to be the Socrates? Does anyone or a fellow wish of in the skills and the wish of the end? In the Philippines, meron pa siya lounat na pamilya hangin o etc. Who are most likely to work on the They were only had military and while because they were very close to the planet during the update. And that's why Lamona was voted by the Filipinos. Although he was very known by the Filipinos because he is a spokesman of the planet, and I named it on the hype. He is no longer